So what's your spoiler-free quick review?
I will say this movie was okay. Welcome back, Popstars. I'm Rizzo.
I'm Benji.
We are talking about Madam Web, the 2024 superhero movie, that takes place in the Sony Pictures Marvel Spider-Man universe.
SPMSMU. This movie, I saw the trailer and I was like, that looks like a fun, weird ride and I want to see it.
It definitely presented itself as kind of a throwback movie, like 2003 superhero meets Final Destination.
That's what I wanted to see, and you know what? That's what I got, kind of.
What was the story?
So basically, Anastasia Gray decides that she's gonna be PMT, an EMT.
EMT, yeah, ambulance.
Drives an ambulance.
Who's she drive an ambulance with?
She drives an ambulance with Ben from Parks and Rec.
Right. Ben Parker.
They go to save someone. She falls in the water and dies for a second. And then when she comes back, she's got like powers. And then she has visions about these girls and she has to go find them. And then there's a bad guy who's like, I'm having visions about these girls and they're going to kill me. So now I have to find them. Is that spoilers?
No, but that was actually made the movie sound like it made a lot more sense than the actual film did.
So who is he? Ezekiel Sims. He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died.
Her mom was researching spiders in the Amazon because she was trying to find a very specific spider that was rumored to have special powers and was also rumored to be guarded by spider people, and that these spider people have the spider powers from the spider.
I can take a shot every time they say spider in this movie.
Oh my goodness. You might have your own powers, and the powers would be your pants are on the floor. Woohoo! Years later, her daughter doesn't really know what her mom was researching, doesn't really care, doesn't like children, but then finds herself as the de facto guardian, oh shucks, I guess I gotta take care of these little, I'm the hunter and these are the cubs. I gotta take care of these little cubs or they'll get ruined and killed. And so she becomes this reluctant guardian of three plucky teenage girls.
Teenage girls.
Who all in one way or another are connected. And chaos and shenanigans ensue.
Yeah, so what's your kind of spoiler-free quick review?
If I was trying to get people to click on this video, this is the part where I would say it was the most traumatic thing I've ever seen. And the reality is I was led to believe I was going to be seeing much more of a train wreck than I ended up seeing. What I ended up seeing was a film that actually had the ingredients of something interesting.
I get it.
I didn't hate the idea of Dakota Johnson being this reluctant mother figure who had to protect the kids when the script decided they wanted to have her protecting the kids. Because there were other times when the script said, fuck those kids.
Go do your own thing, Dakota Johnson.
They would take detours where they're like, by the way, now I'm in Peru researching more spiders.
Careful. This is the spoiler-free section.
This is the spoiler-free section. I'm letting people know what they're getting. What they're getting is an interesting mix of ingredients that are definitely trying to reverse engineer a non-Spider-Man spider movie. I feel like Marvel is painting a picture, and every time they turn around, Avi Arad and whoever is in charge of the Sony Pictures has put macaroni art on their photo, and they have to go, God damn it, Sony.
Now we have to write this in.
Now we have to deal with your shit. Stop pasting macaroni art.
But I make these.
And they're like, that's good, Avi Arad.
Yeah, we're going to put that right on the refrigerator and in the
shit
trash.
Out of here. It is an interesting film, if only to say, yeah, I saw that, and I'm not exactly sure what they were shooting for. But did I fully hate it? I didn't.
Honestly, Aquaman 2 was much worse.
Oh, absolutely. Aquaman 2 was much worse.
Garbage. The actresses were trying to
make
it something, more or less. Dakota
was trying and not trying.
She was both trying and not. Like, she's Schrodinger's actress in this movie. She was both acting and not acting. As I said, I wanted a nice throwback type of superhero movie to the stuff that we grew up with as kids. And I think I got it. I mean, to me, it harkened back to the X-Men, the original X-Men series.
Right.
Daredevil with Ben Affleck. It was the Elektra spinoff.
Catwoman?
Yeah, Catwoman. It had that energy of of it's there because it's there. It's not for the people who are really expecting it to follow like a comic script. It's one of the ones that as a kid you watch and go, wow, that was a cool movie. And then you come back 10, 15 years later and you're like, what the fuck was that? What? But it's like nostalgic at that point.
For some reason, it seemed almost embarrassed of having any type of superpowers. And so it didn't even lean into the fun camp factor of having like heroes.
Yeah, we didn't get much of a fun and games moment, did we?
No, we didn't really see her fully developing her powers until kind of the very end. And if there was one big thing I would say that kind of keeps this film from being everything you said, because I do agree with you. I agree that it felt like in a lot of ways a good throwback to some of those simpler times for films.
Where they were like, yeah, we don't have to build universes. We're just kind of telling a story and we're pulling the little facts and characters that we want and making our own story with it.
Right. But it didn't commit to one thing. It at some point said, this is a buddy cop reluctant mentor story. And then it said, no, just kidding. It's not.
Also a self-discovery movie. Yeah, I think it had a lot of things that it wanted to do. And it was trying to get them all done in the one movie. And maybe do one thing at a time. Maybe have your Madam Web movie and then maybe have her meet the kids and protect them and train them. And then maybe have her discover something about herself in the first movie. I don't know.
And more importantly, maybe have a villain who says all of his lines on camera and doesn't have to get dubbed over later.
Terribly at that. Half the things he said, you were like, you didn't just say that.
Your lips are not moving, sir.
If you knew what I knew, you'd do the same thing.
All in all, if you are at least a little bit curious about this film and you know going in that this is definitely a library rental superhero film.
It's a
circa 2004.
Straight to DVD superhero movie. Go for it. If you know that that's the quality, then you'll be fine with it.
And don't listen to the critics. We like to present very level-headed opinions and views. And while a lot of people are screaming best or worst, we're here to say
it exists.
It exists.
And that's up to you to decide whether that's good or bad.
Our official spoiler-free review of Madam Web is It exists.
You decide.
If we decided to upload this first section on YouTube, you can listen to the full podcast wherever you listen to podcasts.
And we will do the full walkthrough, which will probably be another 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah. Until next time, I'm Rizzo.
I'm Benji.
That's it.
Sweet dreams, PopStars. Keep being in the Amazon with someone's mom researching spiders before they die. We're talking about Madame Web.
Damn. Madame. That was a movie Web. It is 1 a.m. in the morning.
It's redundant. It's 1 a.m. or it's 1 in the morning.
It's 1 a.m. in the morning. We just got out of the theater. They have an acronym out there. It used to be SPUM. It was the Sony Pictures Marvel Movies. Universe of Marvel Movies. Sony Pictures Universe of Marvel Movies.
SPUM? That sounds like a porn tab that I don't click on.
Oh my god, dude.